right, so much crap. So since this weekend was so weird with the tournament and I got behind on vlogging and then I had to work really hard on Vision, and also because I've kind of geared a lot more of my efforts or just greater efforts. It's all coming together with the Optic Nation channel. We've got the podcast, we've got unboxing videos and meme tweets, and also Vision every week. I'm now finally we are able to do a little bit more with the Nation channel, and we've got more to come. So because of all of that, like, you know, that's obviously my primary focus, and then vlogging has always been something that I can do, you know, simultaneously as I do that, and then, you know, I can you guys can see what it's like to live at the house and stuff like that. So I woke up this morning and I have got all my vlog material out from yesterday, and I already uploaded it yesterday, so I had no content for today. And then I'm shooting today's vlog, and I'm gonna upload that tomorrow, so I have no content for actual today, if that makes sense. So I tweeted out that you guys could ask me questions. Is this a complete Q&A video? If you don't like Q&As, then don't even watch this video. The last time I did a full Q&A video, it was titled, all caps YouTube title. That's the title of the video, and it was in all caps lock. And that video, actually, crazily enough, is the very first video ever released from the Optic Scuff House, because that was before anybody even knew I was here. All right, so let's do this. At Revitalize says, if you could only use 3 pieces of technology for the rest of your life, what would you use? Hudson replied to him and said computers, phones, and cameras. That's literally exactly what I would use. Computers, phones, and cameras. Also for Q&A videos, pretty much from now until ever, I'm not gonna answer like who in the house or who's the blank in the house, because I've answered those every single Q&A. So I'm done answering those. I'm only gonna answer like really, I guess, like detail-oriented questions, or like funny ones, or real juicy ones. Juicy is the word. This is a good one. Simple As Design says, what sport in Optic have teams within that is the most interesting to film or record? Honestly, I don't know. It's probably between the CS and the Halo team, just because it's so new and so fresh. You know, everybody knows pretty much all 4 players in the Call of Duty team and how each one of their personalities are, but there's so much that we don't know about the Halo and the CS team that I think people are gonna really like. In fact, I cannot wait for the CS team to move here, because these guys are super awesome. Some are the right type of nerdy, the right type of goofy, and then, you know, we have some jocks on the team too. So I think it's gonna be so sick to formally introduce these players to our to the green wall. Matta says, if you can make an album with one pro, who would it be? Probably Wheats. Wheats would do all the beats and I would do all the rapping. V-Critic says, do you have plans on getting into streaming more seriously? No, I've pretty much, ever since I've been here, I've kind of said, you know, I'm probably ever gonna stream. Maybe like one random day when I'm kind of feeling it, but I love working on YouTube and really producing something. Takeover Kyle says, how long does it normally take you to edit, render, and upload an episode of Vision on a good day? As soon as I'm done recording the interviews, Sunday night, I download all the VODs and the gameplay that I need for like B-roll or for an actual segment in Vision. And then after that is done, I edit and render out the interviews. And after I'm done with that, then I start the actual edit. So after I'm done with all that, it's usually like 1 in the morning or like midnight on a good day. And then it'll take me probably about anywhere from 5 to 9 hours to edit the whole thing. Pezzer says, you can never hold a camera again. What would you do for a living? School and degrees don't matter. I'd probably try to become an actor. I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot more recently, and I used to be really big into it, but then I grew up. So maybe that. Clee Clark says, legit question, how do you manage your time with editing personal vlogs and Vision? Also, what happened with the sticks? And then Kingdom, the funny thing is Kingdom Soldier, who is a part of the Sticks, if you guys have ever heard of the Sticks, it's a podcast that I used to participate in like heavily, like every single week. Getting into this question, Anthony replied and said his time manages him, and that's pretty much what it is. It's whatever I have time to do is what I'm going to do, and you know, time for me is just so bad. Partly because I'm so busy all the time and I have so much on my mind and what needs to be done. And then also partly because I've always been bad at managing time and I get distracted really easily. So those two combined, it's very hard. People make jokes that I sleep all the time, and it's not that I sleep all the time, it's that I never fully sleep. I like take little naps throughout the day. Whenever I'm like, okay, I finished whatever I need to do, so now I'm gonna take a quick nap. And I usually do it in a public setting so that I do not sleep like 10 hours. Because if I sleep in my room, I sleep forever. So if I sleep in the living room, eventually I'm gonna wake up by somebody walking past or somebody being like, you gotta wake up. So that there is a method to my madness. Oh wow, this is actually a really good question. Instinct says, how was your relationship with Hex when you started Optic Intel? I first met Hex doing a Mean Tweets video at UMG Niagara. It was my second event ever. And you know, from then on, we had a really positive relationship. He didn't follow me for a while, but we had a really positive relationship because he saw that, you know, I was doing something a little bit unique. And obviously that's always been something that he's respected towards any content creator. So then I went to Gamma, continued doing the same thing. He saw what I was doing there. I think he appreciated it. And then he brought me on to Intel, and then we kind of worked together to figure out what we were gonna do for the Optic Intel YouTube channel. So yeah, it was very positive ever since I've met Hex. OMG Phoenix says, bro, so you and Nick's sister a thing? Smitty says, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Don't have a closet because I live in an office. But when I did have a closet, I always slept with them closed. I actually couldn't sleep with them open. Not because of like, I was scared that there was like a boogeyman in there, but just because it would bother me. I would just like, I couldn't sleep. I knew it was open. Shut up. This freaking refrigerator. Oh, amazing question. Fuzz in X said, if you could go back to smelling one thing, what would it be? People are always saying this down in the comments. I can't smell, I have something called sinusitis. It would definitely be coffee. Coffee is just such a rich smell, and then coffee would taste even better, and I already drink a lot of coffee, so definitely coffee. 6A LMAO says, where were you when Scump was getting cross-map kills with the Scorpion? I was working. I would actually watch that on my phone at Walgreens. Lou Farco says, because you can't smell, do you mind farting in front of people? Really weird question. But because I can't smell, sometimes I forget that farts actually do smell. So I like let one out, and then I'm like, oh god, I shouldn't have done that. Nathan says Roan or Mac. These are two battle rappers. They're competing for like a title, it's a big, huge deal. I think Immaculate's gonna take it, but I think it's gonna be a really good, really good battle. Larry Bird, I doubt it's the real one, says, who's the best spike ball player in the house? I said I wasn't gonna answer house questions, but I'm the best spike ball player in the house. So I gotta answer that one. Trap Poppy says, if you hit the lottery, what would be the first thing you do with your money? Everybody in my family would be set. Kevin Kennelly says, who do you main in Super Smash Brothers? Falco. Erica says, why aren't girls taken seriously in the gaming world? You have plenty of girls that are taken seriously in the gaming world. You got iJustine. You know, she's taken seriously everywhere. There was that LOL caster that I had to look up. It's like SJOKZ. I'm not even gonna try to say it because people are gonna ream me, but she's like considered like everyone respects her. We got people in Call of Duty too. I mean, you've got Claire, Midnight, Ava, Miss Running Guns, Meg, she works at UMG. Who else? You've got Lemon Kiwi. Unfortunately, in the esports, especially in the Call of Duty community, there's just, you know, a large majority or a large percentage of the fan base is just very immature. So if you feel like, this is by Erica, so if you feel like you're not being taken seriously, that's probably why. Ivan says, how many girlfriends have you had? 2. Curtis says, what do you think of Deadpool from a cinematic point of view? Incredible. Justin said, how'd that coffee date go? It actually hasn't happened yet. Fantasy says, if you can only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what is it? Probably pizza. All different types of pizza. Pringle said, is Blake gonna visit the Optic House? Absolutely. Hex likes him, and that is your one ticket in to visiting the Optic House, so yeah, for sure. Alex says, would you ever get an Optic Gaming tattoo? Hex has got one.
Yeah, but I'm an Optic.
Jordan says, thoughts on having the best content in Optic?
much longer?
Me, I'm good. Whenever you guys are ready.
What do you need from up here?
All right, I'll just end this. All right, so we are about to record the podcast right now. Thank you guys so much for your questions. I know this is a super... My camera ran out of battery. This is just all going bad. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Hitch. Another day, another Q&A video. And we'll see you next time.